Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rebel Anime World, and today we're covering the most pivotal arc in Attack on Titan history, Season 3, Part 2, where we finally learn the truth about everything. This is it. Let's dive in. Critical heads up, this is Season 3, Part 2. If you haven't watched Seasons 1, 2, and Season 3, Part 1, stop right now. This arc is the payoff for literally everything that's come before. Without that context, nothing will make sense. I've got full breakdowns of all previous seasons linked in the description. Go watch those first, then come back. Ready? Let's continue. For 3 seasons, we've asked the same questions. What are the Titans? Where do they come from? Why are humans trapped in the walls? What's in Eren's basement? Season 3, Part 2 answers every single one. And the truth is so much bigger, so much worse, and so much more heartbreaking than anyone could have imagined. This arc is Attack on Titan's magnum opus. 10 episodes of relentless intensity divided into 2 perfect halves. The most brutal, costly battle in the series' history, followed by revelations that completely recontextualize everything we've watched. The Battle of Shiganshina is warfare at its most desperate. The Scout Regiment, humanity's finest soldiers, face the Colossal Titan, the Armored Titan, and the Beast Titan simultaneously in the district where it all began. The casualty rate is apocalyptic. Named characters die. Main characters die. Heroes we've followed since Season 1 don't make it out. And when the smoke clears, when the surviving 9 soldiers finally reach Eren's basement, they discover something that makes all that sacrifice feel both meaningful and absolutely devastating. Humanity isn't extinct. The world beyond the walls is thriving with millions of people, advanced technology, modern civilization, entire nations. And they all want everyone inside the walls dead. Not because these people are evil, because of history, because of crimes committed centuries ago, because of a cycle of hatred that predates everyone alive. The Titans aren't random monsters. They're weapons, punishment, a consequence of being born on the wrong side of history. And Eren Yeager, our protagonist, the boy who wanted to save humanity, is about to learn that saving his people might mean destroying the world. Today, we're breaking down every moment of this masterpiece. The battle, the deaths, the basement, and the ocean scene that changes everything. Let's get started. The mission. After retaking the government and crowning Historia as queen, the Scout Regiment finally has the support and resources for their most important mission: reclaim Wall Maria and reach the basement. It's been 5 years since the Colossal and Armored Titans breached Shiganshina. The district is still overrun with Titans. Getting to the basement means 1. Seal the outer gate, the hole in Wall Maria. 2. Seal the inner gate, the hole in Wall Rose. 3. Clear the Titans from the District 4, reach Eren's House 5, survive whatever ambush the enemy has planned. Because make no mistake, Reiner and Bertolt know about the basement. They know the Scout Regiment will come, and they've had 5 years to prepare. The Scout Regiment brings everyone. This is their entire military strength in one operation. Commander Erwin Smith, Captain Levi Ackerman, Squad Leader Hang Zoe, Eren Yeager, Attack and Founding Titans, Mikasa Ackerman, Armin Arlert, John Kirstein, Connie Springer, Sasha Blues, Historia Rice stays behind as queen, and every other surviving Scout Regiment soldier. It's everything humanity has. If this fails, there's no backup plan. They reach Shiganshina at night, moving in complete silence. The district is eerily quiet, too quiet. Titans should be everywhere, but the streets are nearly empty. It's obviously a trap. They proceed anyway. Using Eren's hardening ability, a Titan power he learned to control, they successfully seal the outer gate. One objective complete. Then they start clearing Titans from the district, and everything goes sideways. The ambush. The enemy was waiting. Not with Titans roaming the streets, but with Titans hidden inside the walls themselves. Reiner, in armored Titan form, has been hiding inside Wall Maria the entire time. When the scouts sealed the gate, he burst out, attacking them from behind. It's the perfect ambush. The scouts are trapped between the inner and outer walls with the armored Titan cutting off their escape route. Then it gets worse. Bertolt, carried by the Beast Titan far above visual range, drops from the sky directly onto the interior district. His transformation creates a nuclear-level explosion that vaporizes everything within hundreds of meters. The blast kills dozens of scouts instantly. These aren't background characters. They're soldiers we've known, people with names and personalities and histories. The colossal titan stands atop the inner wall, blocking any escape from that direction. And beyond the outer wall, commanding an army of titans, stands Yeager, the beast titan. The enemy's greatest weapon. A titan shifter with intelligence, strategic thinking, and the ability to command pure titans. He throws boulders with perfect accuracy, turning the district into a kill zone. Any scout who tries to escape via ODM gear gets sniped from range. The scout regiment is trapped in a kill box. 3 titan shifters working in perfect coordination. An army of pure titans as backup. No escape routes. Dwindling supplies. This is what a planned military operation against prepared enemies looks like. And humanity is losing. Commander Erwin makes an impossible decision. To give Levi a chance to kill the Beast Titan, someone needs to distract Zeke's attention. That means charging directly at him, riding straight into boulder-throwing range with no protection. Everyone who participates will die. There's no question. It's not a maybe. It's guaranteed death. Erwin asks his soldiers to make this sacrifice, to give up their lives, their dreams, everything, for a slim chance that Levi can succeed. And they agree. Every single one. The Scout Regiment's final suicide charge is one of the most devastating sequences in the series. We watch named characters, people we've known for seasons, ride towards certain death. They know they're going to die. They do it anyway. Zeke throws boulder after boulder. Each one obliterates multiple soldiers. Bodies fall. Horses scream. The survivors keep charging. Erwin leads from the front. The man who's orchestrated every major Scout Regiment operation, who sacrificed thousands for the truth, rides at the head of this final charge. A boulder hits him directly. He falls mortally wounded, but the charge continues. They buy Levi 30 seconds. That's all. 30 seconds is all Levi needs. What follows is the most one-sided fight in Attack on Titan. Levi doesn't just defeat the Beast Titan, he brutalizes it. He's faster than the Beast Titan can track, more skilled than it can defend against, driven by fury at watching his comrades die. Levi systematically destroys the Beast Titan's body, cuts its eyes, severs its tendons, tears it apart piece by piece. He reaches the nape, ready to kill Zeke Yeager and end this. But Zeke has a backup plan. Another Titan that sacrifices itself to save him, allowing Zeke to eject and escape. Levi has won the fight, but lost his target. And the cost was every remaining Scout Regiment soldier except him. While Levi fought the Beast Titan, Eren faced Reiner. Eren and Reiner have fought before. Eren lost. But this time, Eren has learned new techniques, new strategies, and he's fighting with everything on the line. The battle is brutal and personal. These were friends. They trained together. They saved each other's lives. Now they're trying to kill each other, and neither can afford to hold back. Squad leader Hang Zoe leads other scouts in supporting Eren. They use thunder spears, explosive weapons designed specifically to penetrate the armored Titan's plating. The assault works. They crack Reiner's armor, create openings, force him into defensive positions. But Reiner is a trained warrior. He's been fighting in Titan form since childhood. He adapts, counters, and nearly wins multiple times. Mikasa delivers the crucial blow, thunder spears directly into the armored Titan's jaw, destroying Reiner's armor from the inside. Eren rips Reiner out of his Titan, holds his defeated enemy, and prepares to end this. But Bertolt intervenes. Armin's sacrifice. This is where everything falls apart. Bertolt in colossal Titan form is nearly invincible. The intense heat radiating from his body prevents anyone from getting close. His size makes conventional attacks useless. The scouts try everything. Nothing works. Armin devises a desperate strategy. Eren will pretend to fight the colossal Titan, drawing Bertolt's attention, while Armin uses ODM gear to approach from the blind side. It's a suicide mission. Getting that close to the colossal Titan means being incinerated by the heat. Armin knows this. He volunteers anyway. Armin reaches the colossal Titan and plants his thunder spears. The attack succeeds. Bertolt is forced to leave his Titan's nape vulnerable. But Armin is caught in the heat blast. We watch him burn alive. His skin chars. His ODM gear melts. He falls, a burning husk, to the ground below. Eren and Mikasa, forced to watch their best friend die, are consumed by grief and rage. Eren uses the opening Armin created. He defeats Berthold, rips him from the Colossal Titan, and prepares to eat him to claim the Colossal Titan's power. But then they discover Armin, somehow, impossibly, still breathing. He's dying. He has minutes left, but he's alive. This is the moment that breaks everyone. Armin is dying from burns. Erwin is dying from his injuries. Both will be dead within minutes. But Levi has one Titan serum, the injection that can turn someone into a Titan, allowing them to eat a Titan shifter and gain their power. They can save one person. Eren and Mikasa beg Levi to save Armin, their best friend, the dreamer who wanted to see the ocean, the strategist who just sacrificed everything. But Floch and other soldiers argue for Erwin, humanity's greatest commander, the man who's led them this far, the strategic genius they desperately need. Levi chooses Armin, not because Armin is more valuable strategically, not because he's a better soldier, but because Erwin has suffered enough. Levi realizes that bringing Erwin back means condemning him to more years of sacrifice, more impossible decisions, more sending young people to their deaths. Erwin deserves rest. He's earned peace. So Levi injects Armin with the Titan serum. Pure Titan Armin devours Berthold, gaining the Colossal Titan's power. Armin lives. Erwin dies peacefully, finally free from the burden of command. And humanity loses its greatest leader at the moment of its greatest victory. The aftermath. The battle is over. The cost is devastating. Of the entire scout regiment that entered Shiganshina, hundreds of soldiers, only 9 survive. Levi Ackerman, Hang Zoe, Eren Yeager, Mikasa Ackerman, Armin Arlert, now the Colossal Titan, John Kirstein, Connie Springer, Sasha Blaus, Floch Foster. Everyone else is dead. Every other scout who's fought since Season 1. Gone. The victory is Pyrrhic. They've reclaimed Wall Maria, but lost humanity's military strength, their greatest commander, and their innocence. The surviving 9 make their way to Eren's house. 5 years they've been fighting toward this moment. Thousands have died to reach this basement. Whatever's inside must be worth the cost. The basement is underwhelming at first, just a doctor's office. Grisha's medical supplies, outdated equipment, nothing special. Then Mikasa finds the secret drawer. Inside are photographs. Actual photographs. Technology that shouldn't exist within the walls. The first shows people in strange clothing, in a city unlike anything inside the walls, with architecture and technology decades ahead of anything they know. Proof of an outside world. But the real revelation comes in Grisha's journals. 3 books documenting his entire life before coming to Paradise Island. The truth they contain rewrites human history. The truth about the world. This is it. The revelation that changes everything. Humanity is not extinct. The world is thriving with millions of people across multiple nations. Technology has advanced far beyond what exists inside the walls. There are cameras, automobiles, industrial machinery, modern cities. The walls aren't protecting humanity's remnant. They're imprisoning a small population. 2,000 years ago, a woman named Ymir Fritz gained the power of the Titans. She became the first Titan shifter, a being of godlike power. Ymir served the king of Eldia, using her Titan power to build an empire. She had children who inherited fragments of her power. Those children had children. Over generations, the power of the Titans spread through the Eldian bloodline. The Eldian Empire used Titan power to conquer the world. They ruled for 2,000 years, using Titans as weapons of war and oppression. About 100 years ago, Eldia's empire collapsed. Some say it was a civil war between Titan-wielding families. Others say it was rebellion from oppressed nations. Whatever the cause, Eldia lost. A nation called Marley rose to power, gaining control of several of the 9 Titans. The most powerful Titan forms descended from Ymir Fritz's original power. The 145th king of Eldia, King Fritz, made a decision. Rather than continue the war, he took as many Eldians as he could, fled to the island of Paradise, and built the 3 walls using the power of the Colossal Titans. Then he used the Founding Titan, the most powerful of the 9, to alter the memories of everyone inside the walls. He made them forget the outside world, forget their history as Eldians, forget that humanity thrived beyond the ocean. He created a false paradise, a prison disguised as refuge, and condemned his people to ignorance. More than that, King Fritz embedded a compulsion in the Founding Titan itself, the first king's will, that Rod Rice mentioned. Any royal-blooded holder of the founding titan would inherit this will, this command to maintain the walls, to accept humanity's, Eldia's, destruction, to never use the founding titan to fight back. It's a pacifist ideology enforced at a genetic level, ensuring that even if the walls were threatened, no royal leader would save them. But here's the cruel twist. All Eldians, every person with Eldian blood, can be turned into titans. This is a unique genetic trait. No other race or ethnicity can become titans. Only those descended from Emir Fritz. Marley and the other nations view this as an existential threat. Eldians are subjects of Emir, people who can be transformed into monsters at any moment. Marley rounded up Eldians within their borders and forced them into internment zones, ghettos where Eldians are treated as second-class citizens, stripped of rights, forced to wear armbands identifying them as devils. Some Eldians are turned into pure titans and dumped on Paradise Island as punishment or population control. Others are selected as children, trained as warriors, given titan powers, and sent to Paradise Island to steal the founding titan. Reiner, Bertolt, Annie, and Zeke are these warriors. Eldians forced to attack their own people to prove their loyalty to Marley. Marley fears the founding titan because of its ultimate power, the rumbling. Within the walls are hundreds of thousands of colossal titans. The walls themselves are these titans, hardened and dormant. If someone with royal blood used the founding titan's full power, they could awaken all these titans and command them to march across the world, crushing every nation, killing everyone outside Paradise Island. It would be global genocide, the end of civilization. King Fritz threatened this. He told the world, "Leave us alone, or we'll activate the rumbling and destroy you all." But because of the first king's will, this was always a bluff. No royal-blooded founding titan holder would ever actually do it. Marley eventually figured this out. That's why they sent warriors to steal the founding titan, not just to gain its power, but to prevent any non-royal from accessing it and potentially overriding the pacifist will. Grisha Yeager was an Eldian living in Marley's internment zone. He joined a resistance group trying to overthrow Marley's oppression. They were discovered, betrayed, and punished. Grisha was turned into a pure titan and dumped on Paradise Island. But another Eldian, someone working secretly against Marley, intervened. They gave Grisha one of the 9 titans, the attack titan, restoring his humanity and his memories. Grisha spent years inside the walls, married Eren's mother Carla, had a family, and waited. When Reiner and Bertolt breached Wall Maria, Grisha knew what it meant. The warriors had come. Time was running out. So he went to the Rice family, stole the founding titan by force, then passed both titans to his son Eren, creating someone who held the founding titan but wasn't bound by the first king's will. The journey to the sea. After absorbing the truth from the basement, the surviving scouts return to the interior and share what they've learned. The information is released carefully, gradually, to prevent mass panic. But the key facts become public. Humanity exists beyond the walls, and the Eldians inside are prisoners of history. With Wall Maria reclaimed and the truth revealed, the Scout Regiment focuses on one final mission from Grisha's journals. Explore the outside world. They journey to the coast of Paradise Island, to the ocean Armin always dreamed of seeing. This scene is perfect, one of the most beautiful and heartbreaking moments in the entire series. The surviving scouts, Eren, Mikasa, Armin, John, Connie, Sasha, Levi, Hank, reach the coast. They see the ocean for the first time. A massive body of salt water stretching to the horizon, exactly as Armin described from his books. The group runs into the water, experiencing wonder, joy, and freedom they've never known. For the first time in their lives, they're outside the walls, truly free. Armin, alive because of impossible choices, gets to see his dream realized. He holds salt water in his hands and cries. But Eren stands apart, looking not at the ocean, but across it, toward the horizon where enemies live. He asks the question that will define everything going forward. If we kill all our enemies over there, will we finally be free? It's a child's logic, a simple solution to an impossibly complex problem. If everyone who wants to kill us is dead, we'll be safe. But that everyone is the entire world. Millions of people. Nations who've been fed propaganda about Eldian devils for generations. Innocent civilians who've never met an Eldian, but fear them anyway. Grisha's journals revealed that the outside world sees everyone on Paradise Island as devils, monsters, threats to be eliminated. The group inside the walls just wanted to be free from Titans. Now they've learned they need to be free from the world's hatred. And Eren is already considering the unthinkable solution. Season 3. Part 2 is where Attack on Titan transcends being a great action series and becomes a meditation on history, hatred, and inherited conflict. The series starts as humans versus monsters. Season 3. Part 2 reveals it's actually oppressed people versus the world that oppresses them. There are no simple villains. Mali oppresses Eldians, but Eldians once oppressed Mali. Reiner and Bertolt killed thousands, but they're also child soldiers forced into an impossible situation. Everyone is both victim and perpetrator, caught in cycles of violence that predate their births. Armin achieves his dream, but at the cost of his innocence and Erwin's life. Eren gains power and knowledge, but loses his simple worldview of heroes versus monsters. The Scout Regiment wins the battle, but loses the war for moral clarity. Part 2 asks, how do you break cycles of hatred that span centuries? Is violence against oppressors justified? What if the oppressors were once victims too? Can there be peace when both sides have legitimate grievances? These aren't questions with easy answers. The basement scene is brilliant because the revelation isn't some ancient magic or alien conspiracy. It's just history, human cruelty, fear, and the consequences of empire. The Titans are horrifying, but they're just weapons. The real horror is what humans do to each other. Everything after Season 3. Part 2 is Eren and his friends trying to answer his ocean question. If we kill our enemies, will we be free? The answer will tear the fandom apart, divide the characters we love, and force everyone to confront what they're willing to accept in the name of survival. Thanks for watching this breakdown of Attack on Titan Season 3, Part 2 on Rebel Anime World. This is where the series transforms completely, and everything going forward deals with the consequences of these revelations. If you enjoyed this, smash that like button and subscribe. The final season breakdown is coming, and you absolutely need to be ready for what happens next. The ocean has been reached, the truth has been revealed, and now, the real war begins. See you next time. You're still watching. Smart choice. Because the final season doesn't just continue the story. It destroys every assumption you've made about heroes and villains. Eren isn't the hero you thought he was. The scouts aren't the good guys. Mali isn't purely evil. And the solution to breaking the cycle of hatred? It's so extreme, so morally indefensible, so absolutely devastating that it will make you question everything this series has built. Final season breakdown coming to Rebel Anime World. Subscribe and hit that bell now, because when you learn what Eren chooses to do, you're going to need someone to help you process it. The rumbling is coming, and nothing will ever be the same.